Hi guys, welcome to another maths tutorial brought to you by Direct Tutoring. Today we're going to have a look at the 2019 calculator paper. This is video 2 of 8. We're going to cover questions 4, 5 and 6. So if we take a look at question 4 talks about sesame seed weights, which is 3.6 times 10 to the minus 6 kilograms. The weight of a poppy seed is 8% of the weight of a sesame seed. Calculate the weight of a poppy seed in kilograms. Give your answer in scientific notation. So right away we know the topic that we're dealing with, which is scientific notation. However, it also incorporates some percentages. So the best thing to tackle this question, because it is only worth 2 marks, is if we say that one seed equals 3.6 times 10 to the minus 6 kilograms. So that's what we've been told so far. And then if we say that one poppy seed is 8% of 3.6 times 10 to the minus 6. So if we do 0.08 times 3.6 times 10 to the minus 6, we end up with a value of 2.88 times 10 to the minus 7, and don't forget the units, kilograms. And that is your answer in scientific notation. Question number 5 looks quite a big question, however it is only worth 2 marks. But this deals with 3-dimensional coordinates or vectors. So it tells us that it's a cone with a diameter of 6 units and a height of 8 units. So from here, I'll do this in red. So from this point to that point is a distance of 6. And then from here, the line's a bit wonky, but from the base to B is a value of 8. Now it says write down the coordinates of A and B. So all you really have to do here is just look at the starting position and then move in the X direction, the Y direction, and then the Z direction. So it's along, into the page, and then up. So if we look at the coordinates of A first, let me say, right, the whole diameter, so it's starting from the origin on the X value, so it starts at 0 here, and it has a diameter of 6. So that means from this point to that point must be 3. Now, it is on the x-axis, which means the y value is 0. And that means that the z value is also 0. So the coordinates of A is 3, 0, 0. And then the coordinates of B is, now B lies in the center point of the cone, which means it must have went along 3. So the x coordinate is going to be 3. Now same thing again, but in the y direction the whole length is 6. However, to get to the center is 3. And then from this point here, from the base to the very top, which is where B is at a height of 8 units. So the coordinates of B is 3, 3, 8. You get 1 mark for A and 1 mark for B. Now, question number 6 is a trinomial. However, the clue in this question is give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. Now, that will give you a hint as to what method you can use, because you can do this by factorization, but you can also use the quadratic formula. Now, if it talks about to 1 decimal place, it must mean use the quadratic formula. Now, thankfully, they give you this in the exam, so you don't have to remember it. But the equation is minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Now, if we write the equation here, if we write this down here, we'll get 3x squared plus 9x minus 2 equals 0. Now, we need values of a, b and c. So the value of a is 3, the value of b is 9, and the value of c is minus 2. It is minus 2, not positive 2. So if we plug these values in, let's see what happens. So we get minus 9 plus or minus the square root of 9 squared minus, and it's going to be 4 times 3 times minus 2, let's extend that along, all divided by 2 times 3. So if I write that over here, that's going to give us minus 9 plus or minus the square root of 105 divided by 6. Now, if we continue over the page, that means that x will equal minus 9 plus the square root of 105 divided by 6, or, because remember it's plus or minus, x will equal minus 9 minus the square root of 105 divided by 6. Now the square root of 105 is, if you plug that into the calculator, will give you 10.24. All divided by 6, or x equals minus 9 minus 10.24 divided by 6. So if you plug these values into the calculator, you will get 0.207, or x equals minus 3.206. Now, if you left your answer like that, you would be losing a mark, because the question asks to 1 decimal place. So the first value here is just going to be 0.2, because 1 decimal place, or x equals minus 3.2. And those are your final answers. Thanks for watching. Hope this video was helpful. Please like and subscribe to our channel. And the subsequent videos for questions 7 and 8 will follow this video for the 2019 calculator paper. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.